It's the time of year to shut off our outside faucets. There's two basic types of hose bibs out there. There's a frost-free type of hose bib, and then there's a regular type or a standard type of hose bib. Today I'm going to show you how to winterize both of them. First and foremost, with your frost-free types of hose bibs, you can tell by having a little cap like this, where the valve looks like it goes straight in. These types of valves are about this long, and the valve itself is back in the house. So when you shut the water off here, this allows air inside of there for that water or that valve to drain out. In the winter time though, we need to make sure that we take off the hose so that water, all the water that might be trapped in there, can actually come out. Because if we don't disconnect our hose, then all the water that's stuck inside of the hose could freeze inside of it. So first we want to remove that, and it's also good practice to remove any type of additional valves that you've included. We just pull it off, so that should allow whatever water is stuck in there to come out. This one actually drained out well, which is good because I didn't have the end on there, but nonetheless it's off. It still works. See how it drains out of there afterwards? I like to use these little insulated boxes like this. They're a couple bucks at a local hardware store. But it has this little round piece on it, which goes around the faucet itself. This sneaks up on the top. Then you push this button in. And we're good to go. Now let's show you a standard hose bib. Now that we're down in the basement, we're about 10 feet off the back wall, and I look up and I can see a pipe here, a 1/2-inch water line, that goes up and out to where that spout is outside. So first what we're going to do is shut off the water here. Sometimes these are a little bit on the stiff side, so you have to work at it. There we go. There it is. Good thing about turning your water on and off is also that you're massaging the valve, meaning you're opening and closing it so that it works when you want it to. A lot of times there's valves out there that never get touched for decades, and then when we want to go shut them off, they won't operate because they've never been massaged or used. So now that we have it turned off, we're going to go outside, we're going to open up the spout, and then we're going to come back down here to empty out the line.
Yeah, there we go.
Now that we're inside here, we've opened up the valve outside to let whatever water pressure off the line itself. Now we're going to open up this bleeder valve. We need to have a bucket and a pair of pliers to loosen it up. Alright, got it open. This allows all the water out of the line from the spout down here to this valve. Sometimes we have other types of valves like this type right here, upstream of this to let that water pressure off, but there should be some way to get that water out of the line other than just opening the valve outside. Once this fully drains out, then we can go outside there and shut the valve off. If you notice by leaving the valve open that water's still dripping, that means that your valve down here is bad, meaning the valve to shut off the hose bib is bad, and you need to call a plumber out in order to get that changed out. Otherwise, water will continue to drip out or it will be stuck in that line. Now that we've shut the water off inside, we've drained the line out from here down to that valve. It's time to close off the valve and put on our hose bib cover. This has a little hole inside of it here, or a little loop I should say, that fits around the spout. Pull this in nice and tight, and boom, we are winterized, shut off for the winter. I hope that you found this video useful. Please like and subscribe below, and please share it with somebody who hasn't prepped for winter time and needs a little guidance on how to shut off their hose bib.